Have you ever wondered what lurks in the shadows of your home when darkness falls? As the sun dances with the clouds each day, our homes are sanctuaries of comfort and familiarity. The walls, the rooms, the corners, every nook and cranny, bathed in sunlight, are parts of a serene tableau we know like the back of our hands. But as dusk approaches, this tableau starts to shift. The familiar begins to warp into the unfamiliar. The comforting morphs into the terrifying. When the cloak of night descends, our homes become shadowy mazes, a playground for the mind's insecurities. Every creak of the floor, every whisper of the wind, every flicker of the candlelight, they all become eerie echoes of an unseen horror. An entity hidden in the obscurity lurks and bides its time, feeding off our fear. As the sun sets, the sinister reality of the house begins to unveil itself. The night isn't just a time of rest, it's also when the unseen entity comes alive. As the sun dips below the horizon and darkness blankets the world, an eerie transformation takes place within the confines of the house. Transformation that is felt rather than seen, an uncanny shift that sends shivers down your spine. Every night, as the clock strikes midnight, strange noises echo through the silent house. It starts as a soft whisper, a faint rustling, as if someone or something is moving around in the shadows. It grows louder, morphing into a cacophony of unexplainable sounds. A door creaking open, footsteps on the wooden floor, a low growl that seems to come from the very walls of the house itself. Objects begin to disappear, only to reappear in the most unexpected places. A favorite book once safely tucked away on the shelf is found in the freezer. Teacup, left on the kitchen counter, is discovered in the attic. It's as if an unseen hand is playing a twisted game of hide and seek. And then there are the shadows. Shadows that don't belong. They lurk in the corners of your eyes, a fleeting glimpse of something that shouldn't be there. They move independently, defying the laws of light and darkness. They seem to dance and twist, forming shapes that are too terrifying to describe. Every night, the house becomes a playground for this unseen entity. It thrives in the darkness, reveling in the terror it instills. The air grows heavy with dread, each moment stretching into an eternity of fear. You can feel it, can't you? The chill that sweeps over you, the prickling sensation at the back of your neck, the feeling of being watched. This is no ordinary haunting, this is something far more sinister. The entity seems to be growing stronger, feeding off fear and uncertainty. It thrives in the darkness, and its reign of terror is only just beginning. What is this unseen entity that haunts the house? Could it be a wandering spirit, trapped between realms, yearning for release? Or perhaps it's a poltergeist, driven by rage and a twisted sense of amusement, playing with our fears like a puppeteer pulling strings. Some even speculate it could be a demon, a vile creature from the depths of the underworld, seeking to spread chaos and despair. But let's not confine ourselves to the earthly realm. Could it be an alien entity, a being from another dimension or galaxy, trying to communicate or merely observing us? Or perhaps it's not a creature at all, but a manifestation of the house's dark history, a residue of past horrors etched in its very walls. Each theory is as chilling as the next, each one stoking the embers of our curiosity, keeping us on the edge of our seats, our hearts pounding with anticipation. The truth is, we may never know what lurks in the darkness. So how does one deal with this unseen entity? The inhabitants of the house are left to grapple with this chilling question. Each approach is as unnerving as the entity itself. Some consider moving out, abandoning their once cherished home to the sinister presence that now claims it. Others turn to spiritual guides, grasping for any strand of hope in a whirlwind of despair. They seek solace in chants and prayers, hoping to drive out the invisible terror. Some brave souls try to ignore the entity, pretending it doesn't exist. They mask their fear with laughter and normalcy, but the icy grip of dread is unyielding. Yet the entity remains, its true nature forever shrouded in mystery. No solution offers a guarantee, leaving the inhabitants in a perpetual state of fear and uncertainty. Every creak, every shadow takes on a sinister life of its own. In the end, the only thing certain is the fear that the unknown brings.